forward as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Antlers and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go! 70, Indy!
Watch the slant!
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the fly! Hey, seam 6. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Check pass.
Mike's 22. Go.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Let's go.
2nd and 5. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Hey, watch the leg.
5.
Double up. He's coming.
Now.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, zoom.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Think you gonna get this?
Nah.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, lock it.
Shoot.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Defense, let's go.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
5.
Back to throw. Nix going up top. That's going to be caught. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alpha.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Nix nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, you got deep? We're going to 54. Right here. Slap.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, kill.
Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. You know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Rush in. Rush pilot. 64. Weak. Hey, Echo.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey,
get it.
To throw again. Nix. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one come. There's 29 yards, first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line.
watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
Hey, eat. I got you, son. Hey, check right.
Hey, exit.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down. Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22
Mike 22. You can't block me.
Coming.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
Smooth.
Mike 22.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Watch the slant.
Bravo. Gone.
Shit.
Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Hey, Haywood.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel. Hey!
Hey, check 20.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 43.
Yeah. Ready?
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
High 7.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Coach 61, matchbox 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
8, read.
On the army.
2.
To throw on 2nd down. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Rock it. Hey, wahoo.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Prescott down. Open here, Adam Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
There you go. 4-8.
Mike 5-4. Yeah, I got you.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And the Dublin first down.
Prescott to throw this time. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
47.
Prescott from the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I got Ocean there. Me. I got this. Check 59, Mike.
Mike 47.
59.
26.
First down, Prescott. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Good job, fellas.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Out, 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 out.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
You ready?
54. Mike 54.
Recon, 132 fighter. Deep river, deep river.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Topper! Hey, orbit. Look, squeeze.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Go, Jack, rep, get it.
From the gun, Nix. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
Ready.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking to throw. Nix into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 15. down and thirds.
Check. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Bring it. Bring it. There we go. Kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Prescott. Throw right side complete to Carter. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check. Lucky. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, kill. 59. 47. 59. Mike to 59. I can't believe it.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey.
On third down, Nix. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to maneuver. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ready?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Go back.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
Operating from the gun. Nix is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Switch up.
Yep.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Hard.
Slam.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, seam 6.
Right here. Wide. Get wide. Watch out. 25. Check 25.
Buzz. 2.
From the gun, Nix. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Got three down.
Go. General West.
51.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Nix looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Looking to throw. Nix looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their...
He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Mike 51, Mike. Hey, echo. Rip left, rip left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Take 4, take 4. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Greystone travel. Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Matchbox lights. Hey, exit. Hey, ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 88 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Saints 26, Panthers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 27, Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Shift. Smooth. Spike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
We want it. Come to my work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Protein spill. Switch. Hey, lock it. Check 37. Gone. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run inside the 40. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing